Hello there. Mike Grabham here again today. So today I want to thank Greg in Valencia, Spain for asking this question. He gets a $25 gift card from Amazon for doing that. And so here it is. How do you share equity? You know, how do you deal with equity in your company and with a co-founder, etc. So here's a couple important tips to start out. Don't ever be 50-50, always be a 51. There's always a 51% owner and a 49% owner, or even if you have to flip for it to be who's 51, but make sure there's a 51% owner, not 50-50. That's kind of clue number one or tip number one. And next is, giving away equity is never easy, but you're probably going to do it. Most startups do. But be very aware of who you're giving it to. I'm a big fan of giving it away. I mean, you got to give it to people you really want to keep in your team and they're providing a lot of value to the team. But you do not want to do it too early. So here's some stories. I'll tell you some stories from my past. So I hired a guy that was super talented. I knew him. I never worked with him, but I knew him. I'd known him for probably, I think it was about a year and a half before then. So I knew who he was, and he seemed like a good guy. He seemed like he worked hard, and I knew he knew the space really well. So I hired him, and I gave him some equity to start. Not a lot, but a small piece. And within 3 weeks, I knew he wasn't going to work. He just wasn't a good fit. Culturally, he wasn't a good fit, and it just wasn't going to work. So I had to, claw back those. Again, it was just a small piece, very small piece, and then I had, options, a vesting schedule to get more. But it happened, so I had to, kind of redo that, which just cost money and time. So here's how to avoid that. Always spend at least 90. If you've never worked with that person, he or she, then spend 90 days as a kind of probationary period to work with them and just see how you work together. It's super important when you're in the, hiring 2, 3, the first, second, or third, or fourth, or fifth employee. I mean, it's just so critical. So spend some time with them before you start giving away equity. Even if they're your friends, doesn't matter. Spend time with them, work together, and you just got to know that. Now, if you work with somebody for years in previous startups or companies, then that's different. But I'm talking about people you don't know when you're hiring those people for the first time. So spend a lot of time with them. Always have a vesting schedule. 4 years is kind of normal at this point in today's world. But have a vesting schedule. Don't give any for just signing. They just don't get shares for signing, an employee agreement the first day. That should never happen. Those are the things you need to really be concerned about, because it's not that you don't want to give away equity. You probably do want to give equity away. I mean, you should, because you want people vested in the mission of what you're trying to solve there. So. But just be very aware of who you're giving it to, because it can get really ugly when you get 2 years down the road and maybe somebody's got a quarter of the company or something. So be aware of what you're giving away, especially early on. That first year, super understand that. And what I would recommend is finding a mentor that can kind of give you some feedback on how to do that. I mean, do you give equity to advisors? Do you give equity to people that have been helping you that are not advisors? So there's lots of things you may have a decision to make, or may have options to do that. So those are some tricks today, the tips today. Until next time, take care. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.